What if your shy, unattractive teacher, who is concerned about your studies, suddenly turns into a hot, sexy,
Oh, sweetie pie.
headless monster? Welcome to What a Story. After discussing the school's finances one evening, several teachers and the principal departs Harrington High School. Principal Valerie goes back to get her keys after forgetting them. Coach Willis appears out of nowhere, keeps her from leaving her office. Willis stabs a pencil through her hand as she tries to leave.
To the principal's office.
When Valerie tries to escape, she discovers that Mrs. Olson, the theater teacher, is standing outside the door which was locked. She finds her keys and manages to get away. Mrs. Olson takes the scissors outside and stabs Valerie to death. The following morning, the main characters of the story are introduced. Casey, the school newspaper's devoted nerd photographer. The paper's chief booster and nasty editor, Delilah. Stan, Delilah's boyfriend, who is thinking about leaving the school's football squad to focus on his studies. Zeke, a bright but disobedient student who is repeating his senior year and sells illegal substances. Mary Beth, a naive transfer student from Atlanta. And Stokely, the supposed lesbian emo girl. On the football field, Casey is having lunch when he discovers a peculiar creature in the grass. Mr. Furlong, his science instructor, examines the specimen and determines it to be a brand new kind of parasite.
Blow me blood apart.
Whoa.
He then puts the specimen in the aquarium. He decided to send it to the university for study. After gym practice, Stan took a shower. Mrs. Brummel, one of the teachers, enters the bathroom. Later, he was told that Mrs. Brummel died because of cancer. In the parking lot, Zeke was caught by Mrs. Burke selling drugs.
Mind-altering substances. Now you want to tell me about it?
Condoms.
So rude.
In order to find a story for the front page, Delilah brings Casey into the teacher's lounge. Someone enters the room, and they hide in the closet. They see Coach Willis and Ms. Olson attack Ms. Harper, the school nurse, by inserting a creature into her ear. They also discover Mrs. Brummel's body. Casey and Delilah flee.
Coach Willis and Mrs. Olson attack Nurse Harper. Delilah, run!
Casey calls the police. Principal Drake asserts that Casey is acting out to get attention, and that nothing is wrong.
I'm telling the truth.
Casey's parents did not believe in him. The next day, Delilah tells Casey they should tell the police, but Casey disagrees because he believes they are working with them. Stokely saw students falling in line at the health clinic.
Stokely, got a second? I need your help.
Casey tells Stokely about his suspicion that their teachers are taking over the school and that they are aliens. Zeke sells drugs to his friends, and Mrs. Burke catches him again.
Your shit for too fucking long!
She got some bad shit.
Casey and Stokely met with Delilah and Stan, and went to the science room to look for the species that Casey found, but it's not there anymore.
You think aliens have infested our school?
Zeke and Mary Beth enters the room after hearing their conversation. Mr. Furlong confronts them.
Casey here, he thinks you're an alien.
Furlong's fingers are severed by Zeke. who then seems to kill him by injecting one of his homemade drugs into his eye. Zeke brings the group to his residence, where he analyzes and conducts experiments on Casey's specimen. He learns that it needs water to survive, and that his medications can kill it because they are diuretics.
And if we kill the master, we get them all.
We don't even know who's alien and who's not.
Zeke forces everyone to consume part of his drug to show they are unaffected and human. They took the drug one by one. Delilah is found to be infected.
I don't know what's happening.
And before departing, she destroys Zeke's lab and most of his drug supply. The group returns the following evening to the school where their football team is playing a game and infecting the opposition. Stokely suggested that killing the Queen alien would restore everyone to normal. They believe it's Principal Drake. They secluded Principal Drake. Then shoots her to death. Mary Beth pours the drug into the principal, which causes her life. To see if it succeeded, Stan volunteers to check the football team. When Stan confronts the football team, he saw Coach Willis and the team turning into aliens. Stan went back to the gym.
Stokely, open the door.
There, try it.
He turned into one of the aliens. To get more of Zeke's narcotics, Zeke and Casey head to his car. Casey leads infected students away from Zeke, who encounters Miss Burke in the parking lot. And seemingly kills her when he makes his escape. Back at the gym, Stokely starts to have doubts about Mary Beth, after she talks about pretending to be someone you're not. Later, Mary Beth reveals that she is the alien queen. She tells Stokely that she pretended to take the drug earlier. Casey and Stokely flee to the swimming pool. Stokely gets injured. Zeke helps Stokely out from the water. Mary Beth changes back into her naked human form, while Casey and Stokely hide. Zeke enters the room.
Why are you naked?
Stokely got infected, and Casey lock her up. Mary Beth transforms back into her true form and hurls Zeke across the room into several lockers, knocking him out.
Come out, wherever you are.
By tricking the queen into following him into the retracting bleachers, Casey is able to capture the woman. Then Casey inserts the needle into the queen's eye. With her last breath, the queen infects Casey, but when the queen dies, Casey regains her natural state. The alien queen's lifeless body disintegrates into a powdery remnant. After a month, everything is back to normal. Stan and Stokely start dating, and Zeke joins the football team in Stan's stead. Casey starts dating Delilah and is admired by everyone. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next story.